Hello, and welcome to You've Got a Thing, an interview thing about Milwaukee theater things. My name is Jaimelyn Gray. I am here today to really kind of transition into summer programming, and that's just something that, they sort of all handle on their own, and I do family time over the summertime, and so this is really the last episode of season 4. I tried to get Susan Scott Fry from Optimist Theater Shakespeare in the Park to get some words from her this week. We were supposed to do it last week, and then life just got crazy for me, and then life got crazy for her this week, and so we're just two ships passing in the night, so it's just not going to happen. So this is actually going to be a rather short episode because I'm just going to cover a couple of things that are happening right at this moment in time and across the summer, and then I'll send you on your way, and I'll be on my way. So there you go. So let's just get into it right away then. First of all, Summit Players Theater is going to open up their Hamlet this year on, what is that, June 11th, I think, is their first show that they're going to make that happen. Yeah. Well, I think June 11th is their big like opening party to do that they like to do. And they do that at Marquette University. A lot of the artists there were students at Marquette University, and that's really where it's sprung from. Like AJ Magoon and Caroline Norton and a bunch of other people, started this project, and so that's really fun. So what they do is they go across state parks, the Wisconsin state parks, and perform in the state parks. So the show itself is free. You do have to pay for entry to the park because all state parks have a fee. But they do a whole bunch of performances across June and July. So you should check out their calendar and see if they're close to you, or if you're camping like my family likes to do, and go out and check if they're performing then. But if you don't know Hamlet, I would be surprised. Seems like everybody knows Hamlet, but if you don't, the description that Summit likes to give is: with his father's recent death still looming in his mind, Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark, grapples with the truth of his father's death, his mother's betrayal, and his uncle's role in it. Dun dun dun! Relationships are torn apart. Deceit will be revealed. And at the heart of it all, Hamlet must decide between duty and doubt, and learn what it means to be alive amidst power and privilege. So you can go to Summit Players Theatre, that's TRE theater.com, to check out more information on that. It's 6 actors over 80 minutes. I myself did a tour like that back in the day. Super fun for the artists involved. You get to play multiple characters and things, and so there you go. So go to summitplayerstheatre.com to check out more information on that. And then next we have Optimist Theater's Shakespeare in the Park. Like I said, couldn't get Susan in here, but we will survive. We will always make things happen, even when things go sideways. And so for the bulk of information, you can go to optimisttheater.org to check out more information about that. This is a really interesting program. Susan shifted this programming right after pandemic, which I think is a really great idea. So they do largely Milwaukee County parks, or city parks. I always get confused. But this is a whole afternoon of programming. This is like 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. So you can spend the whole day out in the park and enjoying games and festivities. And then they do Richard III, and then they do Merry Wives of Windsor, like all these sort of short programming things. They're partnering with Early Music Now, which is a great music program here in Milwaukee, and you can see their programming for 30 minutes. And then there's a 40-minute version of the Merry Wives of Windsor, because they do the About at 4:15, and then they'll do the actual program at 5 p.m. and then that goes for about 40 minutes. And so that's super fun. optimisttheater.org. And I think it's 4 artists are involved, and all femme artists this summer for that team. And so that's awesome. We do love to see that. And so get your butt out there, get to Summit, get to Optimist, have a great time. But then you can also get to, of course, we've got improv this weekend over at Interchange Theater Co-op. Our awesome friends over there who do improv every single stinking weekend, they're doing that. So you can get your butts over there. So tomorrow night, the 29th, they're going to do May 29th, Swift Prov featuring the Daily Herald is opening for them. Swift Prov, totally just calling all Swifties, right? And it's all improv based on songs of Taylor Swift. You do it. I'm a little wary, but you go and have fun and report back to me. And so they'll have that tomorrow night, Friday night, and then on Saturday they'll have sketch comedy night of pilot season. It's their debut, so that's very cool. New interchange sketch showcase, 2 teams of performers, full of original sketches, an embarrassment of riches, masters of sketch, 5 for flinching, I guess are the teams. And there's that. And then on Sunday, they always have their open mic, open jam, bring your own stuff. Come and see performers or be a performer and do your stuff. So that's at 6 p.m. on Sundays there at Interchange Theater. That's a TER.com. And then last but not least, we have, I've like the past month here been promoting Amanda Hall and Cole Heinrich, wonderful married couple here in Milwaukee, has opened up a venue called the Brick House, and it's a really intimate venue, great for theater rehearsals, auditions, workshops, those types of things. And you can do stage readings, meetings, showers. They do have a bar, which is great. And go to the brickhousemke.com to find out more information about that. Just really great people to work with, and you should do that. Try that. See where that takes you. Yes? Yes. Yes. Okay, so that's what we got for this week. I was gonna maybe think about doing a whole like retrospective on the season and things like that. And I'm just gonna be real honest that it's been a crazy couple of weeks here at the end of season here at my company, the Constructivists, and we're just really winding down. There's a lot of administrative functions to make happen, and I am starting a new job on Monday. I am getting back into the day job market. I have been a caregiver for my special years and years and years and years. And it's about time for me to get back into the job market as we're, just transitioning into different modes of life existence. And so I'm going to get back into some marketing at a recovery place, which I think is very cool because I am a sober person, and I am not shy about that, and I think it's important to get that out there and let people know. You can always contact me if you want to talk about sober things. I'm open. And so so I'm going to do that. So that's to say, at the sort of the end of season 4 here for You've Got a Thing. I don't know if we're going to be back next season. I don't know. This might be it, because this, I don't know if you know, but production takes a lot of effort, a lot of factors getting things together, and with getting this day job and running a theater company and all those things, and trying to keep the Theater Alliance alive. I don't know if we can make this happen. I just don't know. So we might see you back in the fall, and we might not. Might see you across the summer. Might finally get Susan into an interview. Might get somebody from Summit into an interview. You know, I like this stuff. It's fun for me. It's enjoyable. And I like talking to people, and I like talking about their projects and people getting excited about their projects. I just think that's just, you know, what life is about, is making art and being excited about it, and, you know, trying to make the world a little bit of a better place, as we all tried to do. So so we'll see where time goes, but for right now, I'm just going to take a step back and call this the end of season 4, and we'll see if season 5 comes back in the fall or not. I'm also trying to start a podcast called Rehearsal and Recovery, which is, you know, largely about theater artists, but all kinds of artists really in recovery, and talk about their journey and talk about my journey, and you know, open that door a little bit into that world. You know, a lot of people have really renegotiated their connection to drugs and alcohol, and you can see that in you know, news articles where, you know, a lot of vendors and restaurants are talking about how, particularly alcohol consumption, which was my thing, has really died down a bit, and you know, the numbers just aren't where they were comparable to just a few years back. And so I think a lot of people are renegotiating their relationship to drugs and alcohol, and I'd like to talk to particularly artists about that. And so if you want to look out for that, be on the lookout for that as well. And there you go. So, but thank you so much for coming along the ride for season 4. It was a really great season here in Milwaukee. I saw some really great things. Most recently, I got to see the understudy show for A Raisin in the Sun, with, you know, a couple of our constructivist artists in there. Ekene Ikegwani and Nate Press were part of that experience, and it was just a really great show. For, you know, I'm so proud of this community for stepping up, and Chamber stepping up, and providing a space for understudy artists to have a run during their run. That's a lot of work to never have, you know, have the chance for people to see your work. So it's really great that some of us are able to make that space happen for people. It was a really great show. And just stuff over at Skylight, I thought was really great this year. Next Act, Renaissance. I mean, you know, there was just really great stuff out there that I hope you caught some good stuff. And so now we're all gonna give the floor to the Shakespeare in the Park experience this year, and then we'll be back in the fall. And so follow all the companies on social media. It's one of the, you know, easiest ways for you to stay in touch with us. Sign up for our newsletters and things. If you have any questions out there for me, you can reach me at info@mketa.org, Makita, Milwaukee Theatre Alliance, .org, and I will try to get any answers to you as needed, and we'll do that. But other than that, hope you have a great summer. Go out and see some shows. Go out and see some music. Go out. Just go out. You know what it's like here in Wisconsin. You only have a few months to make the good weather things happen. So go out and do it now. Do it now. Put on your bug spray. Put on the tick repellent. My kid already had a tick on her this year, and I'm so creeped out. Ticks are my nemesis. And so just protect yourself while you're out there, because it's not great out there, particularly in tick season. So, but I appreciate you all for listening. Thank you so much for joining me here on season 4, and we'll see you around. All right. Thanks. Bye.